I've been waking up so early lately, usually 5 a.m. So this is an early talk with cacao. Let's see who's gonna join. My beloved community. Always such a joy and honor to be with you. Whether you're gonna watch the replay, whether you're gonna join me live for the morning inspiration. I'm in my mystical garden. You can see I have my plants over there. So grateful to live in a place where I wake up and it's serenity, you know? Sometimes there's deep noises, like yesterday there was construction working couple houses down, and I got to surrender to the drilling sound all day long. It wasn't easy, but it was the medicine that was presenting itself to me. Good morning, darlings. So good to be with you. So I've recently discovered cacao, and it's a ceremonial medicinal cacao. So I'm drinking that, and I'll share a link where you can get yourself this beautiful medicine, but it opens the heart. Let me know, how's the sound? How's the sound? Good morning. Good morning. How is your heart? How is your heart today? I've been in deep shadow work. What a beautiful work to do. And also sharing the vision, how to shift to this new landscape. Sound is good, huh? Okay, perfect. And working a lot behind the scenes, but I love seeing my early birds are here with me. My early birds. And I've been in connection with elders, listening to what elders have to say right now, because you know they have 30 years extra experience. So I love learning from the elders. Good sound. Okay, hi Satya, hi Chris, hi Crystal, Kevin. Always happy to see you, beloveds. Yeah, you know, I'll share with you what's on my heart, and hopefully it will be like this rain of grace. This is the frequency that I aim for. You know, I wake up every morning and I do the same thing. I get out on this patio, naked, open my arms, and I greet the sacred feminine, the divine mother that holds all of us in her heart. And I say, Mother, thank you for your soft touch. Thank you for this breeze. Thank you for your love. Thank you for another day to paint on the canvas of this reality. That's how I start every morning, darlings. I greet the Mother Universe. And then I write, or I journal, and you know, write about the big lessons that I've discovered in the last 24 hours. There's always lessons. There's always a message that our life gives us, you know. What I'm observing, if I slow down and I listen, there is always a message right here in this moment. We don't even need to go look for the message. It always presents in the most ordinary moments of our lives, right? So this title of this video, Life is Hard, All Life is Art. And we get to decide, how do we see what our life brings to our doors. You know, I recently saw on Instagram this really incredible entrepreneur that has overcome a lot of obstacles on his path, and he wrote a post that said, life is hard. And I read it and I said, you know, I remember when I used to have a belief like that. I used to have a belief that life was hard. And it served me to a moment until my eyes got open to this new layer of seeing life. And the new layer is of seeing life as art. You know, and if you ever made art, maybe you went to those paint and drink wine classes. I've had many of those, where you have a glass of wine and you paint and you heal your artistic scars, right? Or maybe you draw, maybe you sculpt. But whatever art you make, you quickly realize that art is meant to be messy. It's not a perfection, it's the process of actually engaging with something and creating something out of nothing that is the true beauty of art. So life can be seen as hard, or life can be seen as art. And when I approach life as an art, my heart stretches in capacity to embrace all of it. You know, sometimes I paint with dark colors, sometimes with bright colors, but it's a very inclusive process, and I see value in the process, not just the outcome, right? And if I see that life is an art, that then it softens my hard edges, it softens my resistance to the unexpected or to unknown, right? Rose says, I can smell the cacao from here. It's such a beautiful medicine, beloveds. I've just discovered cacao. So, you know, the medicine that 2020, this powerful year's 2020, offering to us, if we see it as an art, there were times early in March where I almost began to see, oh, that's gonna be a hard year. Then I began to laugh because, you know, I instantly reframed that and I said, I'm choosing to see this year as the most incredible journey of recognizing beauty in the underlying harmony of creation. Yes, this year can bring a lot of change and a lot of turbulence and a lot of shake up to the old foundations, right? But the old foundations, when you allow them to crumble, life has ability to take your current reality apart and then put it back in order in the most magnificent way that you never thought would be possible. You know, darlings, I just recently taught a class, or the class taught itself through me, let's just say that. And the title was Goddess Awakening. And I was sharing this ancient views of nature as our Divine Mother. And nature, in her infinite wisdom, she has this quality of self-organizing intelligence. Nature knows how to take us apart and then miraculously put us together in a new way, in a new beautiful way, in a new beautiful harmony. So what always moves me through any change, and you know what helps me rise in the morning with this deep sense of not only hope but enthusiasm and the fire in my belly, is this deep sense of confidence in the intelligence of nature, that it's moving in a way that is mysterious. And now the hummingbird came. I'm very fortunate to see hummingbirds every day. They come on the sunrise and they come on the sunset, and they begin to dance in front of me, and they come so close, like this. It's one of my spirit birds. And the hummingbirds, you know, they're tiny little birds, but they're so filled of beauty. And I see nature communicate through everything, through trees, through ocean breeze, through rain, through thunder, and all of it has its melody. All of it has its medicine for our soul, right? So if I desire a rainbow, I get to accept the thunderstorm. I get to accept the shake-up and the lightning, because it's all part of the music of this innate harmony. So my intention and my ongoing prayer is to see whatever is arising as the art of life, as the beauty of life. And maybe I cannot see the underlying story right away. Maybe it takes, this inner stillness and inner patience to really, really see what is unfolding, this new pattern in our humanity that is unfolding, this new way to live, this new way of interacting with each other, this new way to lead, a new way to create our best work. And once you're able to see the beauty in everything, the only thing you recognize is beauty and underlying harmony. So I invite you, maybe just for today, to take it on as an experiment. Every time you catch yourself thinking, "Oh, this is hard," reframe and say, "This is art." And see how it feels in your nervous system. To me, it feels instant exhale. If it's art, it's okay to get messy. True art means I'm willing to get messy. I'm willing to have paint on my fingers. And when you see life as art, there's a different level of magic that comes through. Your divine child begins to come out. This morning, or was it yesterday, I received a new title for a new short course to create, to give to people, and it's called Tools for Turbulent Times. And the number one tool that I keep sharing with everybody who wants to receive it is connection with your inner child. Every single day, take 1 minute a day to hold yourself with tenderness. I think we all of us carry childhood wounds. I've never met a human being who doesn't have scars. And the stronger the soul, the more difficult is the past. I see that trend, So holding yourself with tenderness and remembering that self-judgment doesn't take you far. It's not going to take you far. It's only going to keep you spinning in your head. But self-compassion and tenderness, and to remind yourself, my life is art, and it's okay to be messy, and it's okay sometimes to feel like I don't have clarity of how to move forward. It means I get to wait and be with myself and trust that life supports me, that life guides me. And another message that keeps coming through, my loves, is a message that this beautiful, beautiful, magical being who works with archangels and angels gave me months ago. He said, Katerina, here's the message, not only for you, but for your community. And it goes something like this. Don't be the one who believes in lack. Don't be the one who believes in lack. And one of the reasons I believe COVID times is pregnant with possibilities and with opportunities for us, it gives us this honest opportunity to examine any weeds in our consciousness, any belief systems that still fear lack, that still fear scarcity. And the power is just to see them, just to see them, and then begin to excavate them one by one, remembering that we always have precisely what we require to take the next step forward. to take the next step forward. And you know, when you start opening your heart to the sacred feminine, to the great divine mother that birthed your soul into existence, that imagined you into existence, that weaved every strand of your soul into being, the great creatrix of all life. She planted everything that you will require for your life in your DNA, just how the, what is that? The seed, that seed that has a capacity to become the oak tree. What is the name of that seed? Acorn? Acorn seed? It has within it everything. So we come to this incarnation fully equipped with all the gifts, with all the talents, with all the important codes of activations. Acorn, Kevin, yes, that's it. But those talents and codes of empowerment and gifts, they flower at different points of our awakening. And in order for any tree to become strong, the winds are necessary, the thunder is necessary, the lightning is necessary, right? As I always share, the deeper the roots, there is no need to fear any wind. You welcome the wind of change, you welcome the uncertainty, you welcome the turbulence, because you read it as a signal, my consciousness is strong to receive this, right? My inner being is strong to receive this. So holding your inner child every day, reminding yourself that you are safe, that you are loved, that life is art. And maybe, you know, you grew up watching your parents, holding a belief that life is hard. That was definitely the conditioning of my parents. And maybe you're the first one, the first pioneer in your ancestral line that gets to write a new story, that gets to write a new way to live. As an intimate dance, as an intimate beauty with creation. And that is an incredible achievement, to be the first one to write a new story with a new storyline. So honor yourself, honor yourself. And it's very easy to be hard on yourself. It's very easy to beat yourself up. You know, doesn't take mastery. Mastery is tenderness. Mastery is inclusion. You know, mastery is willing to be messy and to continue comforting yourself. And you say, life has taken me this far. Life will continue to carry me further. Ooh, getting chilly. Okay, I would like to show you my my mystical garden friends, because you know, I surround myself with elements that remind me to keep my divine child alive. So I have this guy. Like, how can you have a bad day if you have like this face looking at you? You know, I went to Home Goods and I found this guy. I was like, I gotta bring him home. It's just, you know, this anchoring. It's an element in my environment that tells me, be like a child, that believes anything is possible. And then I love this one. Look at this guy. Impossible to have a bad moment when this face is looking at you. So, you know, this lockdown and the turbulence in our environment, it really inspired me to add these elements of childlike innocence in my environment. because that's the part of us that believes in possibilities, that believes in our dreams, that is not conditioned to worry about what other people think of us, right? And Yogic, that's right, my Russian friend, Russian dad, thank you for the medicine of your humor that you bring to your communities. So we have Russian dad right now on the live stream, darlings. And this man makes these hilarious videos. Definitely check out his work. And humor is the medicine, right? It's like our ability to laugh, our ability to dance through the chaos is what's gonna move us through this radical rebirth of humanity, where the shadows come up, where our fears come up, where our plans get redirected. And humor is the medicine, you know? Humor is what will keep us finding our strength and waking up with a smile and a sense of enthusiasm and joy. The good thing is I have a little blankie here. So I'm right by the water, I'm right by the ocean, so in the morning sometimes it gets a little chilly, but then the sun comes out and it's really hot. It's a, you know, I love Laguna summers. They're absolutely glorious. So darlings, that is my discoveries. I see life as art. I remind others that it's time for us to remember more than ever where our inner security comes from. If our inner security comes from anything external, we are never going to be free. You know, we're never going to be free. I am an entrepreneur, meaning if I don't make moves in my business, nothing will be happening, right? And at the same time, I'm very, very clear where my prosperity comes from. It doesn't come from my clients, it doesn't come from my students, it doesn't come from anything like that. It comes through them, it comes through my service, it comes through my courage, it comes through me getting my creations out into the world. But deeper than that, my sense of stability comes through spirit, through this source of infinite supply that comes from infinite intelligence, that knows precisely what resources are needed for me moment by moment. Yes, Source, God, Goddess, Universe, Cosmos, your higher self, however you call it, however you connect to that bigger, eternal guidance that birthed your consciousness. What a great opportunity for us to rest into that confidence, and that from that place of inner security we'll begin to take leaps of faith and take inspired action to bring our soul gifts into the world, right? It's a co-creation dance. You trust your higher self, you trust that you're always provided, and you remember yourself as an infinite creator with infinite potential, with infinite possibilities. And you take your steps. You don't wait to be rescued. You realize you didn't come here to wait to be rescued. You came here to live as an empowered creator, making your steps on the journey of mastery. What a beautiful dance. And let's see. I'm looking through your comments, so many of them and so many beautiful souls here. And you know how you work with any fear that comes up? You see it. Once you see, you cannot unsee. So if you notice a new layers of fears, of lack, of scarcity, the most powerful thing you can do, instead of turning away, you choose to turn toward it. And you ask that fear to reveal its medicine. And this is how you do it, you know, you excavate that fear. And fear to me is face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. Supported by your sense of inner security, watching life as an art. And yeah, and move forward. Rose says, your sharing is nourishing my soul and healing. Yes. Thank you for doing your courageous healing work. And, you know, every step of healing that you do, that you take, not only heals you, but heals your entire ancestral line and heals the collective. See your life as art, beloved, and connect with your inner child every day. Hold yourself. Remind yourself that you are loved, that you are valuable, that you are safe, that all your resources show up precisely when you require them, and you're here to uncover your true strength, you know. I love the unknown. You know, the moment I made peace with unknown, that life is deeply, deeply insecure, that the only constant is change, I began to welcome it, and I began to see unknown as adventure. And there is such a freedom when you stop insisting on knowing how your life is going to turn out, how that relationship is going to turn out, how that vision is going to turn out. You know, that's usually ego that likes to be in charge and in control. Our soul thrives in the adventure of unknown. And that's where the divine child in you says, I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but that's the magic of it, right? That's the magic of it. So, beloveds, it's so beautiful. Oh, hummingbirds just keep dancing. Hummingbirds keep dancing. You know, I make a decision every day to see 2020 as the greatest year of my life. And I don't give any other thought my power. You know, some people see a spiritual war is going on and focus on that. I see the greatest healing of the century is going on, and I focus on that. What you see is what you focus on, is what you're going to experience. You know, I focus on this is a great shakeup that as humanity we need, right? And this is a great awakening that has been prophesied by many, many sages, by many, many prophets. And if you and I are here during this radical awakening, it's because we chose to be here, knowing precisely what will happen in 2020. And we not only chose to be here, but we volunteered to be here. We stood in line amongst the spirits, You know how many spirits are in line to incarnate on the planet Earth, waiting for their opportunity to move through the birth canal and to bring consciousness into matter. It's a sacred opportunity. It's a sacred assignment to remember yourself as divine while being in the body, and to be the light barrier, to be the alchemist, to be the divine child. So we are here because we're choosing to be here. And darlings, remember that this is a great unveiling that is happening right now. I personally focus on a global healing that is taking place. And if you ever went yourself through the healing of your soul, you know that healing involves darkness. Healing involves looking at your wounds, and sometimes you cry so deep because you see the deepest scars of your soul. But the only way we can wash our wounds is by seeing them, right? And then holding ourselves with tenderness and integrating these wounds into our wholeness and rising like phoenix from the ashes. So if you're going through a chapter in your life where you feel like a phoenix and everything is being burnt down, take heart, beloved soul, take heart and release, cry, roll in the meadows, you know, lay in the grass, feel the back of your Mother Earth supporting your back. And then you will see this sense of expansion that comes right after you allow the healing to move through your wounds. Expansion always comes. And that's what is happening on a larger scale right now. I don't see a war. I see a global healing that is happening. And that's what I focus on. You know, that's what I focus on, beloveds. And take heart, because the great cosmic mother is beating your heart, is beating my heart, and she's holding all of us. I love you. I see you. Thank you for showing up for your communities. Thank you for showing up for your families. But more than anything, thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for not abandoning yourself right now. It can be very tempting to do. And you say to yourself, I choose not to abandon myself right now. And this could be your demonstration of your self-love. You know, you stay rooted in that sense of intimacy with yourself. And it all begins with inner child. You're like, Katerina, I keep talking about inner child. I know, darlings, because my inner child, gosh, my inner child was so bruised, you know, when I was a kid. And I had to grow up and turn into this adult, disconnected from her feelings. And it was a long, long journey for me to actually rediscover and reclaim that part of me. But now that's my true power. My inner child holds the key to brilliancy, creativity, vulnerability, tenderness. Cheryl says, wild Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is definitely the guide to connect with. I have 2 statues of Kuan Yin in my house. She's such a benevolent guide. You know, that's the role model of compassion, is Kuan Yin. Okay, Rose, I will keep talking about inner child. And you know, it is my intention to record an audio. I feel the channeling is coming through, an audio process for inner child. And you know, darlings, that's another thing too, is this last month, June, was such a powerful inner work that I put a couple of my projects on hold, you know. I wanted to get Goddess Awakening course as an on-demand self-study course for anybody who is ready for it. And I have another program that is ready to be released. And you know, when the healing comes, you focus on healing because that's important. Because, you know, I know when the call came to do deeper healing work, I knew if I focus on that, then everything that I will bring afterwards in my business will have this new integrated vibration. And sometimes, you know, this is the wisest thing to do. I love you. I see you. And, drilling is just about to start. Another surrender soup for me today. But I wish you the most beautiful day today. That you see your life as art. And that you remember yourself as a divine child, held safely in the heart of the Divine Mother, the great creatrix of all life. And be blessed, beloved souls. Be blessed. I love you. I see you. And I'll be back, as you know.